All right, welcome back to Day Traders. It's a beautiful and sunny day today here in PA. Just got back from the park, a little workout. That being said, traders, let's get into today's trade recap. I had this video almost done and I just had to redo it, so let's get there. Off morning rip, we break down entirely. Matt was taking longs off MHP, where we opened up this morning. I wasn't confident in it. All of my indicators were pointing to the downside. And I really didn't want to chase once this started to go. You don't know where it's going to end up. And then very volatile. He had mentioned the risk interval thing where we're extremely volatile. Today's probably a day to sit out. And then once we started getting through these levels, I'm like, all right, let's not do what we did the last 2 weeks and try to fire at all these levels. We literally smashed through 1, 2, arrange, money flow, 4, 5. He had a response off this, but still smashed. Once his MHP failed, and we're down 700 points. And in the back of my mind, the entirety of the day, I was looking at this 300 range because, oh, 9, that was 395. All right, I always do that. Looking back at this range yesterday, we literally swept this range yesterday, and this is where we took off. So I was looking in this range for my longs originally today, but we overshot every level. And if you look back, we hit this 265 not once. Okay. And this is going back over the last 2 weeks, but not twice, 3 times. I'm gonna go back further, right? Broke through 4, you hit 300 there. So 3-4 times we've hit that level. So I moved my buy level down to right above like the 270 range. Never got filled, missed that, and then this just took off. So I was gonna chase, waited for confluence on the 1 and 5 minute, and then we had blue, green, yellow. A little bit rudimentary and elementary part of our system. It works, and as you'll see, I'll point that out here multiple times today. But it took a nice 35-40 point scalp, and that's what I was going for, given this much downside pressure on the market, the risk interval issue. You could break down even more. You still don't know. Like, for me, we really weren't truly bullish until you get over this 4-hour mid, which was up here earlier in the day because we kept rejecting this range. So then we eventually, you could say from flow zone, this is an RBS zone. A resistance becomes support. So, I took my long right here, a nice scalp up to here. I was going to shoot for this range, but took my 30, 40 points. It's 35. And then just kind of avoided this chop, and then it was in this range when I was really just kind of looking back and looking harder. And we've been talking about this the last week in our group about this system and just how we've kind of forgotten about this. And so I was really just trying to look for that the rest of the day and look for a bunch of instances where that played out. And you see that morning drop, wide gap, yellow, green, blue. That tends to mean we're going to move to the downside. Your SMA 50, 20, and 9. So you want the 50 over the 20, the 20 over the 9. We're going to trend bearish. And we can break up before based upon key levels, etc. So keep that in mind. However, when you get that blue, green, yellow, your SMA 9 over the 20, over the 50, you get pops every single time. So we had 1. We had 2, blue, green, yellow, pop. Okay, blue, green, yellow right here, pop. Blue, green, yellow, pop. Okay, yellow, green, blue, downside. And it was in this range because we were like, once we got in here and we're leveling off, I'm like, all right, like we're teal, we're pushing. But then I was looking, I'm like, all right, you know what? We're going yellow, green, blue. It doesn't matter. We are teal. Downside. Okay? Blue, green, yellow, pop. And I was looking to take this pop from literally here to either here or here in this range. And I was sitting here, I was watching this play out, and I'm like, you know what? You should probably take it beforehand, because when it goes, it goes. And I was waiting for this cross, and it just, whoop, and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to chase this. So then after that, I had some things to do, and I was done for the day. But if you look at our system, and again, while it's a bit rudimentary and elementary, when you have blue, green, yellow, we're going to the upside. That is your SMA 9 over your 50 over your 20. We're going to pop to the upside. Same thing to the downside. You don't know how large of a pop that is or how large of a move it is, but you will get something. And again, this afternoon, when I came back, I just turned everything on. What time is this? 4 o'clock. So I was already at the park, but look at this. Blue, green, yellow. We even switch right here in this beautiful entry. That's what? Let's say 29,680 to virtually 29,900. 29,680. Okay. 29,900. Sorry, 29,890. 200 points. Beautiful move. So, and again here, yellow, green, blue. A little bit downside move. So, it's really just about looking for your key levels, taking your entries off your key levels when you have alignment with this TTM, and my oscillator is not showing up at the moment. But when you have alignment between the oscillator, the TTM, a couple of your time frames, and then you look for that blue, green, yellow, yellow, green, blue, and you go. Simple as that. So that being said, traders, appreciate you tuning in today. Stay up, stay blessed, stay positive, make it happen.